Hello, everyone. Today's question is: are you still settling for scraps? I know I have been, and I've recently had some breakthroughs about that are pretty exciting. And so I thought it would be a good topic for us to talk about today. There's this feeling that settling for scraps is the lot of the people pleaser, that you go to the table and make sure that everyone else has everything they need, and they get done passing all the plates around, and you look in the bowls, and there's there's like a little bit here and a little bit there, and you just get the leftovers, and so you finish the meal and you're still hungry. And that is a condition that many very successful women are living in, this inner feeling of emptiness and hunger that just will not go away, and this feeling of wrongness, and is this all there is? And I'm telling you that this is part of the aging default that I hope to really be shedding light on, that this idea that we get old just because of our trips around the sun is actually not accurate at all. It's true that trips around the sun have biological impact, and I'm not trying to deny that. But it's more the betrayals and the failures and the disappointments and the losses, and as you guys know about me, the grief that really will pile uh, emotion and unhappiness over your living flame, so that you don't feel connected to your flame, and your flame is your source of vitality. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about this. When I was a little girl, my dad said to me so many times, a child is a blank slate for a parent to write on. And my dad wrote on my slate, make me happy. And I tried. Oh, y'all, I tried so hard. Day after day, year after year, I tried so hard to make that man happy. But nothing I did made him happy. At least if I was happy, he didn't let me know. He seemed to have the idea that as long as I felt like I wasn't getting the job done, that I would try harder. And he did not realize the devastating impact that had on me inside of never ever meeting the goal. And getting, there's the carrot and the stick, and there was no carrot in my world. There was just stick. And so this got set into my nervous system in a very young age. And as I grew up, I began to encounter this experience of get along to go along, or go, I said it backwards, go along to get along. And the reason is because I didn't fit in. My values, my priorities, what I felt like were the factors that should be focused on in these business situations was never what the sharks wanted to do. The sharks were all into about competition and win lose and being sneaky and manipulative, and trying to get things through the back door and through subterfuge and all of that. And none of that was right for me. And so the price of swimming with those sharks was very, very high. Sleepless nights, feelings of exhaustion and burnout. And yet the sense that I was doing something that made a difference was high. And so I kept at it for 12 years. I talked about that in my last newsletter. So if you want more of that story, you can go back there. But the research is clear. Today we're going to talk about the signal of not safe and not enough that gets written into the cells when we're people pleasers. When you're a people pleaser, you don't find your safety from within yourself. You find your safety in approval. And so this desire to be approved of causes you to put yourself in a one down sort of position with other people, so your needs matter less and their needs matter more, and their goals matter more, and their priorities matter more, and their values matter more, and all of that is just like stripping away the best part of you out of the equation. So it leaves this emptiness and this inner hunger that is so, so devastating. Dr. Michael Levin at Tufts University, he studied the bioelectric signals that coordinate our cell behavior and the fate of the cells. And he discovered that this chronic signal of vigilance and watching the field and being trying to find approval in the way that other people are doing things and doing it their way and selling out your own vision and your own values. This has a biological impact that is part of this aging default that I like to talk about. So as we reclaim ourselves and we begin to find our way and assert our point of view and add our mission and values into the conversation, we start to feel much more connected to ourselves. And of course, there's always these hijackers, these darn hijackers are always involved. So, this survival hijacker, when you're swimming with the sharks, is again part of this aging default. And so, even though you're successful, it comes at a price, a biological price that oftentimes is experienced as exhaustion or burnout or a feeling of emptiness. And, and so, any of those three things or a combination of those three things should be telling you that you are disconnected from your living flame. And while it might seem impossible to be connected to your living flame and really driven by your passion and your vitality and who you are, I'm here to tell you that it's not impossible. It's just that you will maybe need to swim differently. If you choose to continue to swim with the sharks, you may need to swim differently than you have before. And of course, with me, there's always this point about love, unconditional love, and how you can be connected to that love, but not just for other people, but also for yourself, and honoring your own values and your own mission and your own purpose and your own passion and your own vitality, and allowing those pieces of you to factor into the choices that you make on a daily basis. So let's do our guided practice. This is called, and I love this, the I belong to me practice. So if it's safe for you to do so, do this practice in front of a mirror. If you're driving, you might just want to kind of have a high level ear listening, but not too much of a focus. Just do what's safe for you in this moment. And if you don't have a mirror handy, just close your eyes and see yourself in front of you. And the first question I want you to ask is, who were you trained to be? Just allow that to come up, because our parents molded us, or our caretakers, whoever they were, they molded us. They applied their values on top of ours, and children have a very different value system, and it's not even fully formed yet. The main job of a child is to explore and allow curiosity to help them encounter the world around them. Very, very important, very vitalizing, passionate way to be in the world. But because of needing to be socialized and all the demands of school and those kind of environments, a lot of times that curiosity and that passion gets squashed. And this people pleasing and approval seeking takes over the center stage. So, who trained you? Now, put your hand on your heart and just take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out, and another one in and another one out. And allow yourself to feel your own heart beating. And just through your heart, opening your heart into your body, and just sending this communication out through the beating of your heart. I'm already enough. My values, my priorities, my vitality, my passion, they belong to me. And as you feel in touch with that, just let yourself put down all these other obligations that you've been carrying. You can pick them back up in a little bit if you need to, but for right now, just set all that down and just enjoy this one final sentence. I belong to me. 3 times. I belong to me. I belong to me. Luminaries, just really let that soak in. You do belong to you. And you have to claim that, because the training and the world and the culture and the family and all the competing things will tell you that you belong to them. But first and foremost, you belong to you. And I assert to you that that belonging to self is one of the strongest ways that you can fan your living flame back into life, back into a sense of meaning and purpose, vitality, passion, and radiance. And with those good words, I leave you till next time. Bye for now.